It is Bueller and Dodge, and on the phone, super special guest today, we have the women's featherweight UFC champion, Cris Cyborg Justino, coming off a huge win over Holly Holm. Thanks for joining us today, Cris.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here, talk a little bit about my career, and thank you for this opportunity.
Of course.
So after your big fight with Holly Holm, you called for a fight with Invicta featherweight champion Megan Anderson, but Dana White seems insistent that he wants you to fight Amanda Nunes. What's kind of going on with that?
You know, this is my job. My job is I would like, and my job is fight 145 pounds, and then I really don't want to see the girl just beat two girls 135. And then, you know, I'm there for I would like us to invest my division. You know, my division is my history, my legacy, and then you know, I say Megan Anderson because she's contender number one. But if she don't wait for this fight, any girls 145 fought to 145 2017. I would like to fight because you cannot step the line. You know, I think it's right then ready to fight for the belt 145. And then I want to see my division growing. You know, I think this is my job. I don't just fight for make it super fight. I fight for make the division growing.
Dana White has said that Amanda Nunes has already fought at 145 in the past. That she was supposed to fight you in Strikeforce, and that he doesn't have enough girls at 145. Is this something that worries you about the division?
You know, Amanda, she's fought 145 7 years ago. And then if you check her, she don't did anything 145. She's not the champion. And then Alex Davis beat her TKO. You know, she don't have the opportunity to fight me 145 because she don't have the type. What she did in 135, she don't did 145. You know. Because this fight don't happen. Because I already the champion with Strikeforce. She don't have the opportunity to fight me because she's TKO by Alex Davis. And then what she did in 135 don't change, you know, don't change for 145. But if she would like to fight 145, I would like to see Catherine Gunn and then Amanda Nunes 145. If you want to help women in MMA, let's start to help my division.
So is that kind of why you already posted on your social media that you were going to fight Megan Anderson? Even though it hasn't been accepted yet?
You know, I don't want to fight somebody in my division. I mean, I would say about Meg Anderson because I think she's the only girl who deserves to fight for the belt. When I vacate my belt in Victor 145, Meg Anderson holds the belt. I didn't say about her, I don't have anything against her. I just think it's the right to fight the contender number one. And she's the contender number one. She's already having issues, you know, about visa. But I know she's going to be ready soon. And I think this fight is the right fight for happen.
It's like when you set up your fight for Holly Holm, you had started the hashtag on Twitter that it was you versus Holly Holm before it was actually signed. Do you think that by putting this on your social media, it'll push it to get signed quicker?
You know, if you think about nobody knew who Meg Anderson before. I'm growing Meg Anderson, I think almost 2 years for this fight to happen. You can see I'm not just thinking about myself. I think for help all the women.
Yeah.
And Holly Holm, I knew we were gonna fight her, and I think the perfect time to fight her now before she retired. You know, and if you think about all the girls that fight already, then I already signed her still a long time. You know, I supposed to fight them girls already a long time. And then, you know, I'm thinking about growing my division. I don't have anything. I can fight Amanda, you know. I have 3 fights in my contract left. You know, I can fight. I would like to fight somebody in my division 145. And of course, I can fight Amanda. If you don't want to make super fight, I can fight Amanda. But we need to talk to my manager and make it. You guys want to make super fight? We can make super fight. And then amazing card too. Because if you see Amanda, she doesn't sell pay-per-view. You know, if you see her last fight, Valentina, she made 100,000 pay-per-view. She's no big star. She's no McGregor. You know, they're going to change my career fight her. But if they want to make the super fight, I still have 3 fights. And they put one amazing card for to fight her. Super fight deserves super card. So let's see what happens. I'm going to let Dana White talk to my manager about this.
We recently seen Bellator starting to sign a lot of featherweights. They just signed Janae Harding. Is that somewhere, if the UFC does not start signing 145-pound girls to fight you, that you're going to have to go somewhere else to fight?
You know, if you think about it, I still already did my belt 145 like 1 year. They don't sign any girl 145. They don't put any girl fighting contender season event, undercard. They don't sign any girls 145. How are you gonna grow this division if you don't sign anybody? And if you know, when people say, or Dana White say, don't have girls in the division, man, this sounds crazy for me, because every week I see Bellator sign new girl on 45.
Yeah.
You know, they make division for me. They make division for me in Bellator. You know, I know what people say for me. You don't beat all the girls 135, you don't fight 145. Hey, if I finish this contract, for me fight to be the real champ 145, I have to go Bellator fight all the girls there. You know, because the Bellator makes the whole division for me. They wear it there. You know, and then every week they'll sign new girl. You know, that sounds crazy for me. But let's see, man. I wish they change this. Then see they can invest in my division.
Do you think that might be because of the history between you and Dana White, that maybe he doesn't focus on your division?
You know, I don't talk with you, Dana White, about all my fights and about my contract. I really talk about the Hunter, and I'm really happy about. You know, if he's thinking about sport, he's have to forget about the issues he's had with me. You know, if it's a sport, you know, I'm holding his belt, and I think all the ego and all the things you think against me, you need to hold. You know, I think this is for growing almost MMA. This is for growing the sport. And I don't think like this. I think just he don't see the girls. I think he's like the girls who really have girls on 45.
So let me ask you this then, since you've already worked with Scott Coker and you got the belt in Strikeforce, and it took you 7 years to finally get into the UFC, which was, that had to be a goal of yours, right? Now that you've accomplished that goal to get into the UFC and get the belt in the UFC, you kind of already said that you would, but would you be happier to go work with someone like Coker, who seems like he already has a good relationship with you? Or would you think about going to Ryzen?
You know, I don't have any problems with Scott Coker. We work very well with Strikeforce, and you know, we don't know what's going to happen next. You know, I see and then work with Dana White, and then it's 3 fights left, and let's do my best I can. These 3 fights, and let's see how it works. I don't have any problems with Coker. If you one day have to work with him, of course I will. Thank you, guys. I have to go on an interview 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, Cris. Thank you so much for taking the time today. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.